Okay guys, welcome back. So this is now part 6. Last time we covered up to question number 80 of the Green Empire Soil Science Reviewer. So this time we will start with question number 81. So okay, as usual, we will just breeze through those questions that I cannot answer or those that are not covered sa topics that are assigned to me. And of course, those that I don't know. Not a choice. Okay. In the soil profile, parent material of soil is usually located in. Okay, soil profile, kabalo na mo. This is ang katong it's a vertical section sa soil with the different horizons. Ang parent material kuno asa. It makes sense na ayud sa pinakailawom, lowest part, because ang pinakababaw mo ay exposed sa different factors of soil formation. So kabalo na pud mo sa different factors of soil formation as si climate, si organisms. Climate appeal na of course diha ang tubig, ulan or snow or temperature. Si organisms, si time ang passive nga factor of formation. Then ang parent material itself. And then unsa pa to, nakalimot na ko sa uban. So I think you can remember, so there are 4 or 5 factors of clorped climate, landscape or relief, clorp, CLO. Kalimot na ko, taya. Okay, palaban. Factors, soil formation. Okay, climate, biota, organisms, topography, time, topography or relief. Unsa tong L? Factors of soil. Clorped man to kung na-remember. Deraw. Parent material, time, organisms, topography, climate. So I think ang L was appeal sa climate. So climate, CL, O, organisms, okay, topography or R, relief, then parent material, then T, it's clorped. So you can just use clorped as your mnemonic. So going back, asa man dapit kuno ang parent material, we can find its lowest part. So it's not the topmost because mao gid ni siya mainly nga exposed. Okay, so we always see the parent material sa lowest part sa ato ang profile. Number 82, the general form of nutrients taken up by plants is molecules, nutrients, compounds, ions. I would go for ions. Okay, so molecules are too complex. Nutrients, that should be a weird answer for a question nga nutrients pod. Compounds medyo awkward pod. We never talked about molecules nor compounds if we talk about plant uptake. So it all the time it's ions. Okay, number 83. Iron oxide mineral contribute red color to many soils. Unsay tawagan na? The way I remember things, it's hematite. Just like dugo, hema. So it's hematite. Chloride, fluoroapatite, and quartz. And quartz is actually SiO2. I can't remember everything, but for quartz, I pretty much remember that one. It's very simple mineral. Silicon dioxide man siya, SiO2. Ang chloride, wa ako kabaloon sana, but it has chlorine for sure. Ang hematite for iron kanang hema. Then fluoroapatite, I don't know what that is. But to be sure, look up na to hematite. Hematite, here. Wait, here. Home. What is hematite? One of the most abundant minerals on Earth's surface and in the shallow crust. It's an iron oxide with a chemical composition Fe2O3. It is a common rock forming mineral found in sedimentary, metamorphic, and igneous rocks. Okay, that answered it. The mineral supplying P. Whoa! Wako kabalo. Feldspar, apatite, tac, pyrite. Usara ni siya. The mineral that's supplying P. This is just one. I think Ma'am Alesna covered this one. Mineral with P. Phosphorus mo ganang P. Dili mo good potassium. Okay. Phosphorus. Mineralogy of phosphorus. Mineral with phosphorus. Soil. Unsa man? Phosphorus. I don't know. Whoa, let's see this one. Phosphorus forms. Let's see. Rich minerals over time. Phosphorus loss. HPO2. I don't know, to be honest. Okay, palaban ta others who knows better than us. So I don't know what's the answer for 84. 85. Soil grown to corn is best cultivated when the soil consistency is plastic, hard, friable, and viscous. Unsa man ni siyang okay. Kining friable mo ni siyang bualag. Viscous is has something to do with a flow of a liquid. So think of aceite as more viscous, mas lapot compared to water. So water is less viscous compared to aceite or oil. And then friable is bualag, hard is gahi, plastic is the tendency to return to its original shape. Okay, I think we covered this one also before. Hard is resistance to the change in form. So gahi pisliton, so it resists a certain amount of force until mo break siya. That's hard. Plastic is, think of a rubber band. You pull that in a release na to, it will go back to its original shape. Okay, friable is bualag. So I think the best time to cultivate the corn soil is kaning friable ang yuta. Okay. 86. Soil texture could be determined in the laboratory by ammonium acetate method, buoyancy method, hydrometer method, none of the above. I'm pretty sure it's hydrometer method. So I'm not familiar with ammonium acetate to buoyancy method, unsa na siya, whatever that is. Okay? So I would go for hydrometer. So duha ang choices nato for determining soil texture in the lab. It's either the pipette method or the hydrometer method. Number 87. The minimum size of delineation is 16 to 259 hectares. The order of soil survey, okay, I don't know this one. This has something to do with soil taxonomy. So ang ilahang degree of detail on a soil mapping operation or procedure. So Miss Alesna is very familiar with this. You can ask her about it. To be honest, I don't know what's the answer to that. Number 88. Soil formation slows down because of constant mixing within the profile, nullifying the colloid movement downward by plant roots, burrowing animals, leaching, or hydration. This is such a long question, but himuhinay ko no ang movement sa colloid downward. Unsa may nag-pull sa colloid downward. So, di ba? Unsa man tanawa based sa iyahang choices, it's asking the question unsay nag-pull, unsay nagpa-slow down niya, or basically what's pulling it. Let me rephrase the question. Weird maguni mo ni mga faulty questions. Basahan sa nato ha. Soil formation slows down kuno because of constant mixing within the profile, nullifying the colloid movement downward by, I really don't know what that question means, but based on the choices, na ako no'y nagbira sa colloid downwards, pero nahinay siya, mo nang na-slow down ang soil formation. So, I don't know what's pulling the colloid. I would say it's leaching. Okay, hydration is absorbing a water molecule into a mineral. Okay, plant roots normally take up something, but not colloids. Colloids are still too big for plant roots. Earlier, we talked about unsa ang gina-take up sa plant roots. It's actually ions. So, a colloid is still so complex for a plant root to absorb. Burrowing animals normally, well, burrowing animals bring stuff down and up, but not exactly the colloids. We're talking about like general solids here. So I would go for letter C, leaching, whatever that question means. Okay? So again, I've emphasized this one. Not all the times we are given an appropriate question. Sometimes these questions are faulty and very difficult to understand. Sometimes we can only understand the question based on the answers or the choices given to us. Okay? So, usahay mo dahog sila, usahay pod lamo-lamo na siguro paghimo niyo. Remember, the questions in sa board exam is not exactly chosen manually, but the examiners are asked to contribute questions every year. So magsige sila contribute every year. Sometimes these examiners, mga dagko na bayani sila og mga ranggo, manapol, manugo na lang lamo-lamuon sa ilang mga sakop niya, ila lang ibutang dito sa question bank o niya ang mo choose, it's the computer, so random. So not all the time you get actually a question nga tarong. Sometimes it's weird, just like question number 88 for me. I don't know what that is exactly, but I would choose letter C as my answer. 89, the lowest category of the US soil taxonomy is lowest, kumbaga, degree of classification. It's actually soil series. Okay? Order, subgroup, grade group. So, mas familiar si Mama Les na it's soil taxonomy. Just like how organisms are organized by originally Carolus Linnaeus, diba? Remember natay kingdom, then phylum, ingana, then napatoy mga class, family, and order. So soils are also broken down that way. The smallest, kumbaga, smallest unit of classification is the soil series. In biology, in organisms, the smallest degree of classification is the species. Okay? The form, number 90, the form of nitrogen taken up by plants from the soil. Whoa, I think it's nitrates. So kining NO3, NO2? Ha? Libog na ko. Nitrogen form. Form taken up by plants. Let's see. Nitrate or ammonium. Okay? Nitrate is, I think, NO3. But we don't have an NO3 choice here. NO2 di ay. Oh, NO3 lagi. It's NO3. I don't know if you can see that one. But plants take up nitrogen in the form of nitrate or ammonium. Okay. NH4 plus. Wala man ang nitrate diha. So the only answer would be letter C, NH4. Okay. Number 91. What do you expect when you increase OM of the soil? OM is organic matter. Unsay mahitabo? Decrease the amount of N to apply. Yeah, partly. You could expect that. Increase the amount of N to apply. Nah, I don't think so. Ay sa, unsa may naa sa organic matter? Oh yeah, we can find nitrogen there. Maintain the amount of N to apply. That's weird. None of the above. Kanang mga none of the above, to be honest. The questionnaire or the examiner run out of choices para lang maupat po na niya. So, what to expect when we increase ang OM? I would go for letter A. Decrease the amount of nitrogen to apply. Okay? Calculate the gravimetric moisture content of the soil sample if its fresh weight is 25 grams and its oven dry weight is 20 grams. So I don't know. I think I gave you already the formula for moisture content. Okay, so unsa na yan choice? Gravimetric moisture content. Okay. Moisture content, MC, ano na to ha? Moisture content, dry basis is equal to, okay, fresh weight minus dry weight, okay, times 100% divided by, or let's, ano na to? Oh, that's weird. DW. that. Much better. Okay. Moisture content, dry basis, is equal to fresh weight minus dry weight times 100%. Ito na ni-spell out. Ihatag ko na maguni before siguro ninyo. Dry weight, fresh weight, dry weight. Okay, much better. Kita ni Sir, eh? Okay, wala siya. Fresh weight minus dry weight. Okay, take note. Unsa man ang dry weight? After drying in the oven, na hot na tong tubig. Fresh minus dry weight. That's actually kini nga difference is actually the timbang of the water that was lost during drying. So times of divided by dry weight times 100. So it expresses the amount of water in relation to the weight of the dry soil. Okay, that is moisture content. So given this, calculate the gravimetric moisture content of the soil sample. If its fresh weight is 25 grams and its oven dry weight is 20 grams, so that's 25 minus 20, that's 5 grams. 5 divided by 20 grams, or the dry weight. 5 over 20, that's 1/4, or 25 times 100, it's 25%. So the correct answer is, ang gravimetric moisture for that particular sample is 25%. Ha! Ay, limot-limot ha. Fresh weight minus dry weight, or the timbang of the water divided by the dry weight times 100%. That's your moisture content. Next, 93. The upper diameter size limit of clay particles, upper diameter size limit of clay particles is kani pinakagamay 0.002. Okay? I think maita may straw eh. It's 0.002 kay ang wala man tay lower size limit ana kay basically gagmay naman mo gani gitawag nga colloidal particles. But to be sure, let's see size soil classes, size soil particles. Let's see. There, kini. Okay, duhani ha, duhani naatay from ISSS o kang USDA, United States Department of Agriculture, o ISS, International Soil Science Society. So ang clay basically wala siya minimum, okay? Then ang maximum size niya is 0.002. Ang silt is from 0.002 up to 0.063. Duhani na ay 0.02 o 0.05 ambot kang kinsa ni nga standard. And then ang sand 0.02 or 0.05 taman 2. So lain-lain siya diya o tanawa. Look at this. Gravel, sand 0.05 to 2. 0.002 to 0.05. Okay? So i-go over lang ninyo, try to look it up, okay? Different organizations have different standards, but for purposes nato as agriculture inclined ng mga tao, we should follow USDA's or ISSS nga standards. So kanira yung main nga differences kining 5 ug 2 nay uban nga nay usa nila nga nag 5 ang usa nag 2. So it's up to you to review that one ha. So upper size limit for clay particles is 0.002 mm. We go here. Represent areas that should be permanently retained as forest environment. Hala. Whoa! I'm not sure about this, but this is... I did not expect this question. Okay. Represent areas. Mo ni faulty question na pod. Dapat, what do you call those areas that should be permanently retained as forest environment? Di na siya agricultural areas. Preservation areas, okay. Expansion, no. Rehabilitation areas, no. I would go for letter B as the correct answer there. 95. Muna yung mga question ba nga wala yung mga proper nga mga context. It's actually okay to come up with questions that are quite long just to give the reader the context of what is actually asked para dili maglabad ang ulog samot. Number 95. Movement of material out of a portion of a soil profile as in an albic horizon. Okay. Leaching enrichment kini ang sa horizon man naanin duha illuviation o illuviation. So ang usa is coming in, ang usa is going out. Okay? So I think it's illuviation. Let's try to look that up. Illuviation. Alluviation layer. Pagawas. Illuviation layer is pasulod. Okay, so migawas siya gikan sa A, patubang siya sa B. Alright, let's see this one. Illuviation occurs in the E horizon. E horizon also known as the zone of leaching, meaning migawas siya. Then ang B horizon also known as the zone of accumulation. ILLU, ELU ang usa. So, pangutana, movement of material out of a portion of a soil profile in an albic horizon. Albic katong nagputias. Okay, is alluviation, letter B. 96. This will retard soil profile development because it exposes new materials. Low rainfall. Probably not. Steep slopes. Oh yes, kung steep slopes dali kayo kanang ma-eroded ang topsoil. So, exposed na po ang bago. High temperatures, probably not. All of the above, no, it's not. So, the correct answer for 96, I would go for letter B. Okay? Kay magsige man og ka-scrape off ang topmost horizon. Time? 22 minutes. That's okay. Next, number 97. Water deposited sediments are called. Okay, ang tubig kuno nag-deposit. Colluvial deposits, alluvial deposits, glacial deposits, aeolian deposits. Let's try to go. Colluvial or colluvium, this has something to do with rivers. Okay? Alluvial, ito colluvial gani, gravity ni siya. Okay? That's gravity, colluvial nga soil. Alluvial is rivers. Glacial, ice man po na. Aeolian deposits, that's wind. Does that make sense now? Colluvium or colluvial soil, meaning na kanang landslide. Alluvial, it's transported by rivers and deposited near rivers. So normally it's coming from the upper areas. Okay, madalas sa sapa, adto siya ma-deposited sa duol, sa ubos. Glacial deposits normally gikan po sa taas. Okay, dadon po na siya sa ice or glaciers padung ubos. Aeolian, hangin na siya. So, water deposits, deposited sediments are called alluvial deposits. That's letter B. The major form of nitrogen in the soil, unsa man, organic, elemental, inorganic, available. I would choose inorganic. Organic is gamay ra kayo. Elemental, no, because plants cannot use that one. Elemental, nitrogen pod, naabay nag-exist? Probably wala. Ang kadtong, di naman to elemental tong hangin ng nitrogen, kay N2 naman to. Okay? So it binds on itself. So it's not an element actually. No? Molecular siguro tawag ato. It's inorganic, yeah. Available, that's a weird option. An element, number 99, an element which is an important component of plant cell wall. Nitrogen, phosphorus, calcium, magnesium. I don't really know, but I think it's a nitrogen. Okay? It's nitrogen. I'm not sure, but try to check that out. Non-symbiotic end-to-fixing organisms in lowland soils. Oh, end-to-fixing. I'm not sure, but probably it's cyanobacteria. You can look this up, Actinomycetes is a fungus. So I'm not sure. I don't know the answer for number 100. Number 101. The resistance of a mineral to abrasion is hardness, luster, specific gravity, cleavage. Sa minerals na po niya, no? Kana ganing abrasion, kana imong bagnusan. Okay? Inig bagnos nimo, magaras ba siya or dili. So that is actually hardness. Luster is kanang sinaw para sa silver. Specific gravity is mura na siya it's basically the ratio of its density to that of water. It's called a specific gravity. Ang cleavage, I'm not sure about this, but this has something to do with ang general directions ay ang crystallization. So mo niyahang ipanggamit nga kani siyang characteristics to describe or characterize a certain mineral. Softest mineral, diamond talk, quartz, apatite. Oh, I'm pretty sure of this. This is talk. Anong pulbos ba? Ang hardness po ng diamond. Okay, I'm not sure about quartz and apatite. It should be somewhere within the Mohs scale of hardness. Mohs. Okay? Mohs hardness scale. You look that up. Di na ko ipakita para inyo ha, i-look up. Hopefully, mag-look up mo ha. Dili kayo magsalig sa mga input sa compendium ha. Okay, number 103. Available water capacity is calculated as such. Okay, let me think. Available water capacity is calculated as saturation or maximum holding minus permanent wilting point. No, it's not. I think na-discuss po din ako partly ninyo sa una. Okay, so number 2, saturation or maximum holding minus hygroscopic coefficient. No. Field capacity minus permanent wilting point. Yeah, this one. Then field capacity minus hygroscopic coefficient. No. Okay. Available water is that water that can possibly be used by crops. Okay. Ako na ning i-discuss ninyo sa inyo nga gravitational water present in the macropores readily drained. It's not held tightly within the soil. So, kumbaga, tungod sa kadali sa iyang pagstay sa soil, dili makasuyop ang tanom ana. Also, plant roots are located dito sa mga micropores. So, dito ra gyud sila makakuha og tubig. Pud kay sa macropores basically, it's bakante. So, saturation or maximum water holding capacity niya, it's basically filling up all the pore spaces. So, ang kadtong macropores madrain dayon dito magamit sa tanom. Ang kadto pong surround sa isa ka soil particle, itong gitawag nga hygroscopic, dili po to kayang gamiton sa tanom. Ang kadto pong from hygroscopic kutob sa permanent point, it's held very tightly with very high tension. So, di po ito makaya sa tanom. So, normally, ang tanom can only make use of water gikan sa field capacity taman sa permanent wilting point. Okay? So, available water capacity, mao ni siya letter C. It's the difference between the amount of water at field capacity to that of the amount of water at wilting point. Alright? Upper diameter size limit of a silt particle, naagian na nato ni kaganiha. Okay? You look it up again. I think it's 0.02. Upper size limit sand particles, naagian na po na kaganiha. You can go through that. Removal of soluble salts from salic horizon. Decalcification. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know the answer to that. Let's see. Desalination, calcification, salinization. Desalination is different. That's a way to get rid of salt from water. So just like seawater, dayon atong i-desalinate, makahimo ta og water nga tabang gikan sa seawater. So probably it's not that. So likely siguro it's letter D, salinization. Let's try to look that up. Salinization. Refers to a buildup of salts in the soil. No. So therefore, it's not salinization because the question here is removal of soluble salts from calcic horizon. So, kamo na lang pangita na decalcification, calcification. Kamo na bahala. Decalcification. Let's try to look that up. Removing minerals from bone or other calcified tissue. No, that's weird. Probably no. I don't know. So let's just leave that one. Okay. Wait, where are we? Ika lang naman kumanta. Here. 107. Time check. 29. Hapit na oras. 107. The smallest volume that can be called a soil individual. The correct answer there is a pedon. Okay, it's a pedon. It's a say tawagan niya mura ba siya og hypothetical nga three-dimensional cut of soil wherein ma-observe na to ang iyahang tanan nga characteristics. So we call that one a pedon, smallest unit of a soil. Conversion of ammonium form of nitrogen to nitrate. That's nitrification, I think. I'm not sure also. Hardest mineral, number 9. Let's just go there. It's diamond. Quartz apatite. No. 110. If the field capacity of the soil is 35% and the permanent wilting point is 25%, the available water in the soil is pilaman. Imara na isubtract, no? 35 minus 25, that's 10%. This percentage is actually expressed normally in terms of height or the root zone depth. Okay? Ang kalaw mo no, unsa kalaw ma ang kayang maabot sa tanom nimo. So may kag 10%, root zone depth for example nga 30 centimeters, 10% of that. So what is 10% of 30 centimeters? That's 3 centimeters. So ang water nga available, okay, is only 3 centimeters in a soil column nga 30 centimeters or root zone depth nga 30 centimeters deep. Okay? 111. Soil texture class wherein sand, silt, and clay are in almost equal proportion in a soil mass. Klaro kay na nga loam soil na siya ha. Transformation of raw organic material to humus. Humification man siguro niya. I'm not sure of the answer. But try to look it up, okay? Highest category in the US soil taxonomy. That's a soil order. Okay? 114. Microorganism. Sunod na niyo kutob lang sa ta sa 113. Okay? I will be giving you another installment. Puhon, naghalang na akong mata. Nagatubang ko sa aircon this time. Okay? So please try to watch these videos if you get a chance. Try to inform the others. All right? See you on my next installment. That would be part 7. All right. Bye. See ya.